Really? When you were in camera sitting right beside me? So, as you just saw, Dustin played his idol on me. Probably because I told him that Camden already told me that he had one. And now is the tricky part. Final four, and one person will have to go home after this. And, I haven't won a challenge yet, but if I do win this last immunity challenge, I have to decide who I want to take with me and who I want to compete. And that is a very tough decision, because that could either make or break me winning this game.
Wonder what the last one's gonna be. I really hope it doesn't involve running and memorizing.
You have to run to the village, memorize one phrase.
What?
Run back to ESO.
Oh.
No, run back to Duel Island, write it down,
Oh
go
my
back.
gosh. First person to make the third floor Johnston without being seen.
Alright, once again, I survived by the skin of my teeth, only having one vote on my name from the very beginning. I'm very happy to say that I've won 2 immunities, and though I may not have won the others, I'm still here, sitting here today, and I've put my trust in the people who I know I can trust and count on, and that's what got me here today. So, thank you very much.
Dustin out.
What? You want to vote Dustin?
Bro, he's doing it.
You think the jury's gonna vote Dustin?
Hey, what's up, guys?
There's some crazy tension in this group right now. I'm in a little bit cold. Look like I don't got a jacket. Did you bring a jacket?
No.
Did you? I did. I just left it at
Oh.
this.
See, Survivor is all about suffering for the win.
Yeah.
You're enduring. You're right.
Yeah.
We're enduring. We are.
I am enduring this pain right now in order to.
Gonna loot, upgrade, and endure. What? Yes.
Yes, I agree.
You know.
I'm ready to run.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be enduring.
Sing the song, sing the song.
Me win.
Are you filming this?
So, I'm currently. I feel like I'm on the hot seat right now because my buddy in arms, Camden, has been voted out. Now I feel like it's 3 against 1. I have to win this. If I don't, I can only play the roomie card. Obviously, I do want to be the roomie, make it a roomie win. But at the current state that we're at in the game right now, I don't think it's going to happen. It may be Eli, Dustin, and Franklin. I'm going to try my best. We'll see. We'll see.
Final four coming in. How are we feeling today, boys?
Here.
This is the final main challenge of Survivor Duel Islands. Now, we're going to start by having Dustin give me the immunity necklace.
Yeah, I got smaller.
Immunity is back up for grabs. Alright, let's get into this challenge. Now, as you see amongst you, there are 4 letters. Each letter is a small puzzle. That puzzle on each letter will pertain to an object. That object you have to go find. Now, there are 4 spots. There's 4 items at each spot. There's 4 items at Sewell. There's 4 objects at the entrance of Swang. There's 4 objects at the entrance of the village. And there are the eggs on the stairs. Here is your translation sheet for the eggs. You'll use the eggs once again in this challenge. Make sense? All the notes, again, require one singular object. You'll grab, if
You remember it, you'll grab that object, bring it back, and submit it. When I say it's correct, you're good to find another one. If the object is incorrect, you have to run it back. So make sure that if you're going and grabbing an object, it's the right object. You don't have to grab an object when you go over there. So if you want, you can examine, come back, go. Each note also works kind of in tandem with each other. So make sure you look at all the notes before you're ready to go. Make sense? You win immunity. You're safe at the next tribal council.
That's it. Good luck.
The last time. Survivors ready. Go! Each challenge note has a number and what the challenge is. Use the challenge title to help you solve the puzzle.
Eric, going for the translation first.
These objects are familiar with previous challenges in the game. It'll take a while for you to understand what you're seeing. One object, each letter. Eric is first off. Going to the egg. Let's remember which eggs you need. One object at a time. One object at a time. One egg. Sure. Right. And they're all off. Egg. See if it's correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Eli is back with his first egg. That is correct. Eli double check. Eric just goes for it. That's Jay. Check. That is correct. That's correct. Okay. Eric has completed one note and is leading the charge. Did Eli get the right egg? That is correct. That is correct. Justin, Eli, and Eric all finished their first note.
Like we're saying.
All players have finished their first puzzle.
Alright.
Eli going to look for the object he needs. Let's
so
see
confused
if
on
that'll be correct. Franklin falling out of this challenge. Objects.
Ballot box.
Team immunity. One spot, which other players have not yet done. Chalk is correct. Eli takes the lead. That is incorrect. You have to bring it back. Franklin walking back.
Brings each other together.
That's wrong. You have to bring it back. Eli's coming back. That is correct. Eli has one last one. And he is running for it. Eric is back.
Blue mat. This one.
That is correct. That's wrong.
Is this what brings people together?
Nope, that's wrong too. Back with the snapple. That is correct. Oh, you were here. Eli has won the challenge. Let me see. It's over. It's over? Yeah. Eli won. All right, guys.
How many did you get?
Eli,
I
you
would have had
one individual
the
immunity.
last one.
Dang.
Franklin's up on
You are safe at the next tribal council. Now, you have a choice. Once again, you pick 2 people here to participate in the final duel. The person who survives the final duel will join you in the final 3. The one person that doesn't participate in the duel will also sit with you at the final 3. You can put yourself in if you want to, but you'll be at risk of losing the game. Whoever loses the next duel is out of the game.
I'm going to pick Dustin for final duel. Let's go.
Oh,
snap.
shoot!
Dang, bro.
All right. That means
Brave-
Eric
you're a
and
brave man.
Franklin,
You're
you
a
are
brave
both
man.
in the final 3.
Great man. Hey, best of luck.
Are you happy with my decision though?
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
Alrighty. Need you to take that phone right there. Alright. Welcome to your final duel. Eli, I'm gonna need that beauty necklace. Because now you are in danger of losing the game. Beauty is no longer in the game. This last duel is called the Pacer Run. What I'm going to be doing is both of you will start at this cone and run a lap around here in 25 seconds. The time will get shorter and shorter as you get more and more fatigued. If you do not make the lap in the time limit, you are out of the game and you lose. Make sense? Start!
Eli wins this is if he paces himself.
He just needs to keep up with us until the very end.
They are back from lap 1. I'm already decreasing the time to 20 seconds. Start!
Eli's taking the inside route. Smart.
It's one lap, so it's not taking much to do.
Start! Start!
Both the tennis players.
Start! Start.
This is brutal.
Moving down to 17 seconds. Start. 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 Start.
You guys losing gas.
Start. Start.
He's in a big burst of it.
Start. Moving down to 16 seconds. Start. Three, two, one, start. Start.
Eli is out, bro. He's out.
Start. That's it. That's it. That's it. Eli, unfortunately, you have lost the duel. Dustin, you stay in this game.
Great job, Eli.
Good job, good effort. Valiant effort.
All right.
Great plan. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. Both of you have a seat. Quick seat.
That is not what I expected the final duel to be.
I'm so glad I did not have to do that, especially against you. I would not have. I wouldn't have lasted as long as he did.
Yeah, that one was built for you.
Dang, man, we made the final 3, dude. Low-key.
Hey, I'm sorry to say this right in front of your face. Red team on top, bro.
Hey, there's still a blue team, man.
I'm not saying you're not,
There's
but
still a blue team, man.
it's still red team. Flag bearers. Red
You two were flag bearers?
We're the flag bearers, bro.
Dang, bro.
And then
Most
red
of the
team,
time.
of course.
Right.
After the Abbey vote, I came in waving my flag.
I was waving the whole
Pretty
game.
proud.
I'm proud of these boys.
What a
I'm,
game.
I'm proud of these boys besides me.
We did it.
I've had a strong bond with them. This one, since the beginning, we had a red team. This one as a flag bearer, we bonded as very strong.
Even though he attempted to vote me out towards the end. But, you know.
Well, that was more just a red against blue thing.
Okay.
That was more red against blue, not a personal vendetta against you. But yeah. Proud of who we are. I'm proud of who I'm with. Rip Will, Rip Camden, both very strong players. But in the end, we had to do what we had to do. And I never betrayed the trust of my red, because red on top. Never once voted for a red. Well, I can say
Really?
Except Marco.
that's the only one, but that was definitely agreed upon.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, that had to happen.
That had to happen. That had to happen. Or else it would have changed the flow of the game dynamic.
Marco and
drastically.
Randy.
I mean, that was before the merge, though. Really.
Marco was before.
Because we had to vote him off. So I guess, okay, after merge, I never voted against a red ever. After the merge, I never voted against a red.
Oh, my plans went so smoothly the entire game. I'll talk more about it when we get up there.
Mine was smooth until Camden, but that was a given. It was going to happen. He was probably one of the strongest competitors there. Yeah. He was one of my strongest
He would have
allies.
easily won.
Yeah, he was my strongest. He was probably my strongest ally as well. So.
For the final three. We're all gonna see. Oh, okay. Final three. Coming in.
As you see, Camden and Francois have unfortunately temporarily left the game and will be casting their votes later. Now, this section and portion of the game will be the jury asking the final three questions so that the final three will be able to determine from the jury who will win the game. The jury members will each vote for a winner instead of voting people out. Now, is there anything you guys want to say briefly before we get into the questions? Frank, I want to start with you.
I was on the verge of being voted out of every single team tribal. So I worked from the bottom, and now I'm sitting here in the final three. So kind of an underdog story. I almost got voted out the first tribal, and I'm here at the end.
Dustin?
I want to say it's great playing with each and every one of you, for real. It was a lot of fun. And I guess my story was starting a Red Tribe, had a business alliance, and I knew that it was a strong one, we'd get pretty far. I told myself that I think I'd be on the out to that alliance sooner or later. And after merge, I knew that alliance was going to be a little bit shaky. So I went out of my way to make a few more alliances with Eli, Eric, Franklin, and kind of had Franklin alliance with Eli, and I had a Eli alliance with Franklin, and I had an Eric alliance with Eli. I had like multiple different alliances going on, so I think they didn't know I was working with every single one of them. So I'm glad to be here.
Cool. And Eric?
Okay, so I'm pretty happy with who I'm with right now. These boys are very strong competitors, as we all can agree. My flag-bearer brother, he made it very far, even with an underdog series, as mentioned before. But me over here, I've been playing it myself. I've been playing for the red team, of course. I've always been a red advocate. Never once after the merge I've ever voted against red. I made my side alliance here and there, but I can say that red was on top. Even when red became shaky, I was still with the red. Whether it meant against me, our own red members, or against other blue members. Even though we were the green team, all of us were the green team, you guys still hold a special place in my heart. Red on top. Red on top, that's all I gotta say.
All right, and with that, the jury will ask their questions. Because Francois and Camden were not able to make it today, we're going to start with, let's say, Evan. Come up here to the stage, and let's hear it.
All right. First of all, great game. It's a pleasure playing with you guys. If you had to pick one of your jurors to live on an island, who would it be?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it would either be my brother Will or my brother Camden. Even though Camden's not here right now, my brother Will has always been a strong advocate for the red. So has Camden. So, knowing even with survival, whether it means we actually survive or not, I trust him. I trust my brother Will. I trust my brother Camden.
Yeah, probably choose Will too to find the island.
I would say,
Let's go, baby.
as Murad has said a few times, he is a tree. He is
One more question. Okay.
What was your most favorite memory in this whole 3-day experience? Franklin.
Barely escaping the first like 6 votes because I was stressed and my adrenaline was pretty high at that moment.
I think my favorite memory is that I was very confident on every single vote because I knew. I think I voted right every single time, the entire time. So that was pretty cool.
Hey man, confessions all the way. They're pretty fun. Had a lot of fun with the confessions, especially Micah over here. She made it great. And I also had a lot of fun because I got to talk to everyone on a deeper level. Whether it was fighting over who we wanted to vote it out, or fighting because we wanted to see who we wanted to target next. We had good conversation, funny one, meaningful one. We came out on top.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Leroy, you're up.
My first question here will be for Dustin. So Dustin, what do you think Will and Camden feel being parts of the red team that you've gotten them out? Would you say that you betrayed them?
I mean, we did have the red strong alliance, but I think it came to a point where we all knew that was not going to last, and we were all going for each other's throats. So I think it was just everyone had equal opportunity to go for each other at that point. And we
You thought it was necessary?
Yeah, that was necessary. And plus, there was little talk with red team after that. There was no too much mention of red team, let red team strong. So we all kind of felt the distance.
This distance, because you guys aren't talking very much, would you say that caused like your team to fall apart, the alliance?
Personally, for me, it was kind of like, I trust these guys. Because like Prisoner was the one that I trust them, but I think they're going to go after me. So I want to be the one to go after them, type of thing. So I want to be the one burned, type of thing. I want to be the one who took the initiative.
And this is just another question for everyone else. What was your guys' favorite activity?
Favorite activity? I don't know. I had a lot of fun with the Nerf one. The Nerf gun. Not the Nerf war, but the Nerf blindfold. It was so much fun. I watched my teammates absolutely destroy, especially this one right here. This one went crazy, blasted every single one of them. Got myself. We had Camden, had Leroy, and had Francois, who's unfortunately not able to show up, but provide our team a success.
But my favorite one was the eating challenge. That one was a lot of fun.
Franklin?
My favorite activity was probably not a challenge, honestly. It was probably voting people out because I got here.
This man loves chaos, bro. This man loves chaos.
I got here and I was forced to vote out the ones who I thought were the biggest threat to my game, even if that meant someone I was close to.
All right. Well, that's all. No further questions.
Julian, you're up.
I've only got one question, and it's for everyone. I'm going to start with Franklin. If you were on the other team, would you be where you are right now?
Honestly, probably not. See, from the first challenge, running to the square, I was a part of the last 2 people there. It was me and Kat. Kat was voted out. I was voted for by Kat and Abby. In every single vote, in every single challenge, I was one of the first few people eliminated. At the final challenge, I only got one of the 4 things done. I worked from the bottom every single time, and I think that helped me fly under the radar. If I was on the red tribe, I think if it came to a vote, they would have voted me out quicker. So I honestly think me being on the blue tribe helped my game because I had to work from the bottom and form alliances, and I didn't have to rely on winning. I had to rely on social aspects and trusting my alliance members.
Dustin?
That's a good question because on red team I had the business alliance, which that was very strong at the time. But if I were on the other team, it's a hard question, but maybe, probably, because I think I had 2 game plans. If I were on the other team, I think I would have been in alliance with Eli and Evan, no doubt, and even Franklin. but I even thought about like teaming up with Marat, like and like tell no one. I'd be like, yo, Marat, me and you, we're solid, and don't tell a single person, because no one would suspect that. And that was my game plan for the other team, but I didn't even use it.
Eric?
So, if I was to be on the blue team, I believe I may not have made it as high as I currently am at the moment, because as much as anyone can say, this is a very impressive feat, props to you guys. So, confidently saying that if you were in another situation that you still be making the top 3 is very confident, very arrogant. I don't know. If I'd be in the case, I feel like I'd make it far, no doubt, but I don't know if I'd make it this far, because my strong bonds with everyone on the left.
Heartfelt. That's all.
All right, Will, you're up.
It's good to see you all again. It's been a long time. Franklin, first of all, fantastic game.
Thank you.
Flew under the radar. You made it farther than anyone thought you would ever make it. And I'm proud of you for that. Strong game. Dustin, I know you had immunity for that last half I was in the game. Never once crossed my mind to vote you out. I was always in a strong alliance with you. I thought the business major alliance was stronger than it was. However, very strong game. I can't blame you. Overall, strong game. Eric, in the short time I was here today, I did not get to see a lot of you because you were on Duel Island along with Camden. So I don't have a lot to say about your second half of the game. However, first half of the game, I was very pleased with everything that I saw. Overall, strong game. I feel like you played physically well. The eating challenge was rough for everyone, so I understand. But yeah. My question is, if your other 2 finalist members were disqualified from the top 3, who from the jury would you want up there with you and why? Franklin, please start.
I can start. So honestly, I'd probably say the Save the Boys. Not because they played a bad game, but it was that they were so sneaky, and that I think if they got here, they could have gotten a few votes. But I think my story and my gameplay was overall better than theirs, and I think that I could have, swayed the jury in my favor because of that. Now, they played a great game, and that's why I had to vote them out.
Yeah, I say the same thing, Leroy and Julian, because I'm not dissing you guys, but it's just I felt like everyone kind of agreed that they made a wrong move at the end when they got voted out. So I'm pretty sure it would just me going against someone who made a bad move like that.
So, I would personally pick my brother Will, my brother Cameron. Not to say anything against the other Red members, they were my strongest allies, strongest friends, my strongest competitors. They were there for me thick and thin, would never betray each other, even till the very end, very last breath. We were always Team Red. I feel like if it was us 3 in the top 3, make an interesting company.
Follow-up question for Eric. In the tribal that Evan got voted out, there was 1 vote for Camden and 1 vote for Franklin. Did you vote for Camden? No. Okay. I rest my case.
All right, you lied.
Gentlemen, it pains me to be on this side of the jury, but I can honestly say I have no regrets playing this game. So my question goes out to all 3 of you. What is your biggest regret playing this game?
So I would say my only regret is not being able to show my other Red advocates the amount of trust that I had with them. And with the confusion that we did have after the merge, it wasn't against the blue team or anything like that. They played well. But I was very strong on the first bond that I made because it's from the very beginning. And I wish I would have made that stronger. And I hope we could have worked it out better. Not saying it didn't, because my Red brother is still here with me on top. But I wish that there was less confusion in how we got here.
besides eating half a jalapeno, I think my biggest regret was betraying the Red Business Alliance, because I'm being with the foresight. It seems like it was stronger than I thought it would be, or I thought it was at the time. But with Survivor being like a dog eat dog backstabbing game, I felt like I had to do that to be where I am now. And it worked out, but it does leave a bad taste in my mouth.
Overall, I do not have many regrets because I don't think I would be here if I did stuff differently. The only thing I would say is that at the Julian vote, I did feel bad about not talking to him before that vote went down. I just kind of ignored him, and I don't think that was the right move. So Julian, I'm sorry for that, but that vote had to be done in order for me to be sitting in this chair right now.
So, all three of you here today made it to the final three, and I have another question for you all. What big vote did you control in the game?
So, I would say the biggest vote from my first biggest vote was the Abby vote, because I absolutely did terrible in that challenge. I mean, everyone wanted me out because I just cost our team another member. So why should we keep this person? And I knew for a while that it was Abby who was voting for me. And I told y'all before that about that, and I said we need to get her out next. And I know Evan, Abby, and Julian had already made their minds up. But my speech about me not being able to win any challenges, I mean, it saved me. And because of that, I controlled that vote. Because I controlled which direction it went. If I didn't want to plead my case, I would have gone. But I did control what I said, and I set myself up for success. I did not control many of the votes, but the ones I did control, or not even control, but plant the seeds, I started the reaction to get myself into this.
For me, I think all my voting thought process starts back from Marco's vote, where at that vote, I wanted Eric to go home, actually. I wanted to work with Marco a little bit, kind of have that Marat, kind of like, don't tell anyone we work together, and be like on separate sides of like the alliances. And I wanted Marco to stay, but I knew everyone else, and I said, are we thinking Eric? Are we thinking Eric? I tried to like hit that in there, but I didn't push it, whatever, because I think everyone else wanted Marco, and I did not want to go against what everyone else was saying at that time. I want to keep the alliance strong. Didn't want there to be doubt, so I went with the flow with that vote. And it worked out, but I didn't want to just go with the flow with the votes. I wanted to start to have some say in them, not just be in the back seats. And it all started with, or like the two biggest ones were obviously Will and Camden. Will went first. It was me and Franklin. I went to Franklin, or we went to each other. And I think that was the time where we sent Camden and Eric Wright to Duel Island. And when I had that choice, when I won that tribal, and I knew I had that choice, I'm thinking, I need these two gone so I can, put Camden on the outs. So it would give Will kind of like a, vote Cameron type of vibe. So when they were gone, me and Franklin planted the seeds that we were voting for Camden in front of Will. And then when Will wasn't around, I told everyone, and me and Franklin told everyone, we're voting Will. He's a dangerous guy. He thinks we're voting Camden. And it was a big blind side, and I felt bad. Not to lie like that, but it's just the game. And that worked really well. And then after that, it was Camden. Camden was to go next, and it was just the same kind of like thing for Will, where like Camden's a big threat. Pulled everyone aside and saying Camden needs to go. I mean, it's either us or him. We don't want him to be around. I started from just going with the flow and eventually working myself, or eventually working being the puppeteer a little bit.
So all I can say is I've never had an absolute major one big point. I was the one who encouraged and basically grouped everyone to make a skewed vote in like certain areas. Like anytime we had a vote, I'd be the one getting the red together, and we would always stack it up at least a little bit, which may be the reason why Dustin felt like he had to go to the floor at first, because I always had the other red members with my vote at first. So we would always have at least 2-3 votes on every single one, at least together. That's why there was very little spread for most of the votes, at least when it comes to red voting. And from what Dustin says, he is right on having blind sides and everything like that. I realized it too late that Dustin had not had the strongest faith in the business alliance whenever he won his immunities and set up against red people. Whenever he would win his immunity, he would put both reds, whether intentionally or not, he would put them against them, and I knew that Dustin was not exactly fully on with the red team. I still had Cam with me. I had no say in Will's vote. So me being gone, I was unable to help Will, help Camden. And when I came back, it was just Cam and I left, and Dustin had already won the trust of Franklin, won the trust of Eli. Made very good decisions on what he did, and he played very well in Duel Island at the very end and made it to where he is today.
All right, so that's from me.
All right. Do you guys have any more wrapping up statements you need to get out there before we go to the votes?
I would like to say once again that I worked from the bottom this entire game. I did absolutely terrible in most of the challenges, but I never needed to win an individual immunity to save myself. All I had to do was rely on my alliances, and they would get me through it. Another thing is I never turned on the people that I was directly working with. Will, you told me y'all were red strong, so I knew that you would never fully be with me. So, Leroy, we were on opposite sides the entire time. Julian, you voted against me a few times.
Let's hold on for a second here. Let's just give us a minute.
I never turned on Evan, Eli, even though I knew I could never beat them in the end. I never turned on them. Oh, if I made you laugh, I hope that I
Show right now.
After this, I hope you never trust me with a Nerf gun again. And I made a speech to save myself in the beginning. I'm hoping my speech tonight has one thing.
Again, I just wanted to say it was a lot of fun playing with every single one of you guys. And even though my play style was a little bit, backstabby, and it was rough for me because I don't want to, act received that way. But it is completely respecting, just a game type of thing, and hopefully you see them as good plays. But I just want to say sorry to all the people that backstabbed, especially Evan. That was a rough vote for me. I'm not kidding. That was a rough vote. I'm sorry for fighting. Pretty good.
I also have not won an immunity.
So, I forgot most of what I was going to say because of that. A little bit of an outburst.
But I would say that throughout the challenges, I'm not really too upset with anything that happened. Pretty happy with who I'm with right now because these are all strong friends of mine. But
All right, we done? Good? All right. So from now, as you know, the power shifts
from the players in the game to the jury. The jury will vote for a winner this time, and the person with the votes will win Survivor of Duel Islands. Make sense? All right, Leroy, you're up first.
Well, let's see. I've decided to choose Eric just because I feel like in terms of moves that have like backstabbed or like gone against other players, he's done the least of it. He's more so just like swayed people to go against others instead of like just having like the like betrayal aspect of the game, which I think a lot of people consider to be way nicer.
He deserved it.
He's the best player. He's a nice guy.
Alright, Eli, you're up.
Honestly, I feel like he played the game with integrity, though he may not feel like it on the inside. But on the outside, he won immunities, he found idols, and he just played the game the best. That's all I have to say.
For the last time, I'll go get the votes. Well, thank you guys for an amazing season. I do have the votes, but I will unfortunately have to announce them at our live reunion show in a later date. Thank you guys.
Hey, what's up, guys? I want to plug myself in. My name is Prince Watch Braun.
I like how the whole jury and final three are just mixed together.
You did it!
I mean,
I'm glad. This has not been opened until today. It's been 3 months, guys.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Let's go ahead and get this open.
bro, I can't. Whoa.
First vote, Survivor Duel Islands. Eric. Second vote, Dustin. Third vote, Franklin. That's 1 vote Franklin, 1 vote Eric, 1 vote Dustin. Eric, second vote. Fifth vote, Dustin. 2 votes Dustin, 2 votes Eric, 1 vote Franklin. Eric.
It says my lover.
It says my lover.
That's why.
Final vote, Dustin. So now it's a tie. 3 votes Eric, 3 votes Dustin, and 1 vote for Franklin.
Sorry, Franklin.
I'm sorry.
Video. What is
Why are we watching like this? Oh my god!
Hello, Jeffrey. Why am I here? It's been a long summer, and now that we're approaching the day of where I announce the vote, I have something to tell you. Okay. So, the vote was a tie.
No!
Between Dustin and Eric.
No!
So, what I need you to do, now that there's no shot of you winning the game, I need you to, you are now voted out as the third person to Survivor Duel Islands. And now you are the last member of the jury, and will decide who wins the entire season.
Please, put me in the final 2, please. So, Eric made me mad by saying red team all the way. He was being yeah, that's what he was being. And red is dead to me. And you know, Dustin, towards the end, he basically helped me out, and he took me along. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Red is dead. Red is dead. Red is dead. Red is dead to me. Eric played an underdog game. He got saved by the skin of his teeth more than once. That's the only reason. He had to get an underdog story like me. And I respect that. I respect that, you know.
I vote for Dustin.
Way too fucking long.
Bro, I thought he would edit it. I thought it would be edited.
I wanted to,
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Dude, at least you got a really good reaction. Plus complaining about it. Goddamn.
Franklin,
I knew it.
you told me, Julian. You voted for me. Thank you, Julian. Thank you.
Sure, Dustin
Dude,
won,
it
bro.
happened.
Hi, GoPro. We'll see you next season. Dude, 4K, so that's why it's so hot. Exactly.